The game of money is a tough one, and it's like exploring a wild jungle. You have to watch out for many dangers: fees from your bank, brokers, fluctuations, taxes, and arrogance. Tony Robbins thinks that to achieve wealth, you need the best mentors. And who can help you better in this risky jungle than icons like Carl Icahn, Paul Tudor Jones, Kyle Bass, and of course, Ray Dalio? Tony Robbins talked to all of them before writing this book. Let's find out what he now recommends after studying from these experts. The first lesson: reach the peak of financial freedom. Imagine your financial journey as a mountain ascent. Just like scaling a mountain, there are two distinct stages in gaining wealth: the accumulation stage, in which you are saving money and investing it to create a large sum, and the decumulation stage, in which you are spending money. Financial freedom has 5 stages. Think of the top of the mountain as the highest goal of wealth creation, and the others are resting points on the path. For example, financial security is attained when you've accumulated a critical mass, or, in other words, a portfolio which can cover and pay for all the essentials in your life, such as food, shelter, and bills. Financial independence is achieved when your passive income can sustain your present lifestyle, and the peak absolute financial freedom is attained when your ideal dream lifestyle is backed by investment income. I urge you to find out how much you would need to save up in order to, for instance, achieve financial independence. Clarity is strength. When your brain has a real number, your conscious mind will find a way to get you there. As mentioned in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, multiply your current monthly expenses by 12, and then multiply that number by 20, and you'll get a rough idea of how much money you need to achieve financial independence. Now, we need a strategy. Getting to this number won't happen by chance. The man on top of the mountain didn't land there. Lesson number 2: how to get to the top quicker. You need to choose to be more than just a buyer if you want to begin your money journey. You also need to be a creator or a saver. This is the way to reach that hill that was mentioned earlier with the right help. Here are 5 tips on how to make your ascent faster. Number 1. Learn to save more often. It's old advice, but the key to achieve money independence is to prioritize yourself. It's not about what you make, it's about what you save. Tony Robbins recommends that the best way to save is when you don't notice the money at all. With every rise in income that you receive, save a fixed portion of that. This way, you'll never get used to the extra money. Number 2. Simply make more money. On the other hand, there is a cap to how much you can keep. On the upside, it is endless. The trick to making more is to do more for others than anyone else is doing. You don't get paid for your hours. You get paid for how much worth you add, with some exceptions. Surprisingly, a McDonald's staff member in Sweden is paid around $12 per hour, while one of the more rich in Sweden last year, Stefan Persson, earned an estimated $240,000 per hour from the profits of his company H&M alone. Number 3. Cut down fees and taxes. Fees and taxes are like climbing to the top with a big and weighty bag. You think that tiny fractions don't matter much, but over time, they really do. To cut down fees, invest in products that are not actively managed. Mainly, you have to pay your taxes, but no one says that you got to give extra, so reduce this cost. In general, use tax-delayed accounts, such as Roth IRA and tax gathering. Number 4. Improve your returns. Tony Robbins interviewed many investors when writing Money, Master the Game, and 4 rules were common. Avoid losses, gamble a bit to earn a lot, spread your investments, and keep learning. Number 5. Transform your life and lifestyle. Compared to this one big choice, every saving attempt is kind of like being smart with small things and foolish with big things. It's the choice of where to stay. If you are a US citizen, income taxes between states can vary a lot, but think about what living in another country would cost too. According to worlddata.info, living in Sweden, for example, is 5% more costly than living in the US, while living in the Philippines is about 60% cheaper, and living in India costs only about 1/3 of what it does in the US. Lesson number 3. The All Seasons Portfolio. A complicated portfolio can prevent you from taking action, and action beats knowledge all the time. So, most investors should have a portfolio that has a clear and easy asset allocation. The All Seasons Portfolio by Ray Dalio does this. It safeguards you from any possible economic situation and also from your own mistakes. Tony Robbins' analysts tested this portfolio from 1984 to 2013 and found these outcomes: 9.72% yearly returns after fees, earned money in 86% of the years. The biggest loss, which happened in 2008, was negative 3.93%. I believe most people can follow an asset allocation plan that only lost 3.93% at most in 1 year. The mechanism is this. Ray Dalio says that there are 4 kinds of economic situations based on the economy's growth and the inflation rate. Different assets do better or worse in different situations. We don't know what the market will do in the future. But if we invest so that 25% of our portfolio's risk is in each of these 4 areas, we are not worried about the future because we will succeed whatever happens. For you to achieve this, Ray Dalio suggests the following: 40% long-term US bonds, 30% stocks, 15% intermediate US bonds, 7.5% gold, 7.5% commodities. The All Seasons Portfolio gives you one of the highest probabilities of having a smooth climb to the top of the financial freedom mountain. Lesson number 4. Income is the goal. All in Anthony has put all his savings in 2 stocks for the last 10 years, and he's now 65 and ready to retire. He saved $500,000, which is slightly more than he'll require to retire well, especially if the market continues to go his way. Sadly for All in Anthony, it's the end of 2000. Only 2.5 years after retiring, All in Anthony has seen his retirement portfolio drop by over half, and taking out money while the market was low has made it worse. Sadly, Anthony's bills don't care about that. A problem that many people will encounter when they are close to retiring is this: they've reached a certain point of the freedom mountain, maybe financial independence, but when they are ready to ski down and have fun, market changes will affect their journey. On the way down, income matters more than assets. Tony Robbins recommends that if you want a comfortable journey, you might think about a product like an annuity. An annuity is a way to manage risk, not to invest. It's just a deal between you and an insurance company that you give them a big amount. For Anthony, it would be the $500,000, and they'll give you an income, usually for life. The benefits of an annuity are these. It gives you a regular income that is more than any fixed income investment. You'll have a comfortable retirement with a certain and secure income. It continues until your death. You won't run out of this income. The drawbacks of an annuity are these. A promise is only as good as the ones who make it. You may need to spread your money across different insurance companies. If you die soon, you've lost money in a way, as the insurance company keeps any payments that you don't get. This is also why the income is so high. Basically, the insurance company is grouping your annuity with others and guessing an average death rate. But you won't care about that when you are dead, will you? And for the 5th and final lesson, there are 3 methods to buy happiness. While that may not be the correct way to put it, but there are 3 ways to use your money that have been verified by science based on the book Happy Money, The Science of Smarter Spending to enhance your happiness. Number 1. Spending on activities instead of collecting more things. Go explore or master a new ability. Number 2. Purchase time for yourself. Money can change how we use our time, from performing duties that we may loathe to following our interests. Number 3. Contributing to others. Donating money actually makes us more joyful, and in addition, it generates the sense of plenty, which may paradoxically have a net positive impact that you'll gather in the end. Keep in mind that it's not really the amount of money that you use that counts here, but rather how you choose to use it. So, figure out your numbers and start rising towards your financial independence targets. Accelerate the rise by, among other things, saving a portion of every pay raise, creating more worth, and controlling fees and taxes. The All Seasons portfolio will give you a steady rise. Annuities will give you a steady ride. Money can purchase joy, but it's a matter of how you use it, not necessarily how much of it that you use. And with that, we conclude today's video. Please feel free to share your opinions on our 5 key takeaways on Tony Robbins' Master the Money game today by commenting them below. Remember to subscribe to The Wealthy Way and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest uploads.